Hello.
Hello.
It's a little interesting having two people giving the talk for chapel, but we do this a lot when we go back to the States in the summer, and we tend to just kind of take turns, and that's what we're going to do. So you get to hear from both of us. But we really are honored to have the opportunity to share in the final farewell chapel. And, oh, here it goes, starts already. As you can imagine, it's...
Don't say farewell.
Yeah, okay, we won't use that word. It's a little emotional. And so I've instructed Susie, she's supposed to make funny faces at me anytime I get emotional, and that's supposed to make me laugh, so she's got a job. But this is our last and our 10th academic year at LCC. We initially thought we'd come here for 2 years, and 2 has somehow, amazingly, stretched into 10. Wow, okay. And there might just be a lot of those pauses, you just have to go with me. The journey has really, truly been amazing, and we wouldn't trade it. So, as we've reflected on what we could try to share with you today, he might do all the talking, so maybe I'll just stand here and cry, I don't know. The thing we've thought about that might be somewhat not only a sharing of our journey and our experience with you, but also something that maybe you could take away applicable to you is the whole idea of living in faith, and what does it mean to allow God to increase your faith, sometimes even without you even knowing that God is increasing your faith. And so we want to share with you a few stories, just a few, about how God has really truly increased our faith over the last 10 years of being foreigners, living here in Lithuania. And yes, he reminded me I did bring Kleenex, so I was prepared. There we go. And in an attempt to both give you a chance to get to know us a little bit more, but also, as I said, to give you something that you can think about as you might be preparing to leave. Even if you're coming back, returning next year, most of you are probably having some form of a departure in the next 2 weeks, even if it's just for the summer. And probably, I can guarantee almost all of you are having some form of goodbyes ahead of you, because even if you're returning, there are others who aren't. And so there is a lot of transition and things to be thinking about if you're leaving or even if you're staying. So I wanted to start a little bit thinking about this topic of faith with a verse